We're back with the second semifinal, and the first one was a little bit of a warm-up, but now this is hype. This is the world champion Happy from Russia versus the 3X. TH from China. What a year for TH so far. 4 grand finals, 2 big titles, but the summer wasn't really his. We were all thinking, oh man, between the 2 humans from China, it's Infi. It's definitely Infi who will make the deep run here. Because Happy kicked him out the group stage. In the second group of death, I guess, Happy coming in, defeating Moon, defeating Infi, losing to Sock, and then Colorful and 1-0 fell to him as well.
That was a very tough group, of course. We thought it was all going to be down to Infi, Happy, and Moon, but it was Sock actually having an insane performance, eliminating, the Iceman, Infi, who we thought was going to be the big guy to watch out for. But it's TH once again. We can never count out TH, and now this is going to be such a pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
The best in the world at the moment, probably, against, I guess it turns out he's still the best human in the world, and a brilliant mind at that. It's going to be a rematch, as you said, from last WGL. They met exactly here. It was Happy getting the 3-1 against TH, and let's think back to that WGL. Before TH met Happy, it looked like he couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
Until finally he ran into the Russian undead and found his master there. But now he wants revenge.
It's interesting if you compare the 2 Gold League histories between the 2 players. TH, let's go into the picks and bans first, because Terraner Stand is out and Twisted is out. That is very understandable, and that's very normal. We start on AZ, Happy picking Concealed, and Northern Isles, TH, Last Refuge, and Echo Isles. Very standard?
Yeah, absolutely. Terraner Stand, best facts expansion map for human always will be eliminated, and Twisted for humans pretty much every time vetoed is just really tough to creep from the very beginning. A bit of a headache.
So, gold history between them. TH was at every single Gold League tournament. That's number 9 for him. He was struggling so long to get this title. In the first encounter, he was eliminated in the group stage by Alice. I point that out because that's still the biggest upset in Gold League history. And it took him 7 editions to finally get that title, 6 editions to finally get that title. Then 2 back-to-back world championships against Fly in one of the most one-sided finals we've ever had, and against Foggy, one of the best finals we've ever had. Then he was eliminated early again. Happy, complete opposite. He came, he arrived, and he conquered Shanghai in a very dominating fashion last year. Can he be the 3rd player to defend the title after 1-0? And TH, of course. We go into map number 1. It is Emperor versus TH. Russia versus China. Lucky Future versus Rogue Warrior. Who will meet Lin in the grand final? It's again a best of 5. And as we said, it's a rematch. The stats between them are as close as it gets. 4 matches. It's 2-2. Also in maps, it's 5-5. And there's no big streak. They take wins, they give wins. It's unbelievable. Happy, of course, with the first win, with the second win actually, in WGL in the semifinal in summer, as you pointed out, 3-1. Then they met at Next twice, but that was online. Exactly. The first match went to Happy 2-0. TH found an answer just a couple of hours later and defeated him 2-0 as well. So, who got the momentum now? Who has the advantage? Who is maybe a little weaker against the opposing race? And we see a Mountain King once again. That's exactly the build that TH played in Next in the lower bracket to eliminate Happy from that very tournament. And it was a quick one. It was no second hero, no tier 2. Stormbolts round, kills, Happy out. Will this start the series in that fashion again?
This best of 5 is going to be amazing, guys. These 2 going head to head, this is going to be such a fun game here. I am absolutely convinced. And this is the kind of series, these 2 masters going at each other at the World Championship, at the semifinal. This is kind of a meta-defining series. What TH is going to play here, a lot of people are going to try to copy. And what is he playing? MK first. Is this TH's new love? He has shown this before against Happy, and against Undead has always been somewhat popular, but he even showed it in the Human Mirror twice against Sock, and was successful there. Happy's gonna see this MK coming out early. Acolyte will sacrifice himself. And MK, as I said, has always been somewhat popular. but not really on this map.
No.
This is a super hard to creep expansion map for the Mountain King. Other humans like Yumiko have played this with MK1 base tech, and we've even seen TH doing that before at WCG. But here already, this is a little bit unusual. This is not what you are expecting to see if you're Happy.
We have seen Happy being cheese-proof, especially against Infi. That was mostly lame tactics and macro tactics. How will TH do with this MK? Is he still expanding, or is he doing this one base? Oh, the DK is low, and maybe that is one of the big reasons to play this Mountain King. The DK is tanking quite some damage in the early stages, going down to 50%. And then one Stormbolt, and one, not even a complete surround, could kill the first hero of the Undead. They are so reliant on the Death Knight for the healing of the coil, for the movement speed thanks to the Unholy Aura and the early regeneration. Happy playing this to the limit. Everything low here from the skeletons and the DK. If he's getting caught once, if he's in Stormbolt range and surround range once, he might fall immediately. High tension from pretty much minute 2 on.
Here come the militia. It's not going to be the tech. It will be the expansion.
MK Expo on AZ.
I think that was 6 peasants, right? That is not really very many.
No.
TH did a good job here with the Rock Golem pull. If you abuse the AI in such a fashion, they don't use their spells, and that's a big deal. No slows, no boulders, especially. Happy needs 1 footy kill for the level up, but TH isn't giving that away too freely.
Oh, maybe he can steal the trap, huh? Is he willing to invest the coil? He does. That's level 2, and another footman is about to fall. This is not looking too great for TH. Is his brilliant game plan not working out too well? The first Fiend arrives as well. If he gets the last hit, that would be brilliant for the Russian. But I guess it goes to TH.
Yeah, TH got it. 2.5 with that, but he didn't creep the green camp. And he lost 1 creep from the Trapper, so he's still pretty far away from level 3. 1 footy extremely hurt there as well. So as you can see, this camp is doable with an MK, but it's a little bit sketchy. It's not 100% safe.
Speaking about the tournament runs here, Happy, of course, with the unexpected defeat against Sock. Going into this tournament, Happy was convinced that Orc is his weakest matchup. I said very early on, maybe he should be more scared about the humans of this world, and it showed in the game against Sock. He is not as dominant as he was in the summer. TH, we saw his match against Lin on day 1. He lost at 0-2, and we lost a bit of confidence in him. But apart from that, every single game was 2-0. Even the quarterfinal against Sock. Here we go. That's the big strength of the Mountain King. Stormbolt, surround. We have 1 coil. Can he fight out? The ghouls come in to help. There is no coil anymore, but a lot of time. But where's the damage from Happy? He's not attacking anything.
I think Happy also had a lightning shield denied there on the big creep, if I saw that right. He should have more experience at this point, I believe. MK could be getting surrounded here with the slow, but does make it away. 1 Fiend, 1 Ghoul kill. That's pretty nice here for TH. Getting a little bit done when Happy was not expecting this move to come in, because normally MK will always be creeping level 3 first. But TH here with the unexpected finds a bit more damage.
Very aggressive. Here comes the Stormbolt on the DK. Counter surround by Fiend and Skeleton. Should keep him safe. It's still some damage. Wand of Mana Stealing being used. There is another Stormbolt for him. How much pressure is on TH, but the slow comes in. Oh boy, who has more damage now? The footmen all have to retreat. He's on his own.
Happy isn't even trying for the surround because there is a telestab. Another Ghoul kill. And with those 2 kills, suddenly MK is level 3.
Now he's going for the surround. Staff is coming. Lich is coming in as well. Maybe an unexpected Nova could kill this Mountain King. He's not trying to staff out. One of Mana Stealing again. Long range coil, maybe. Has to go for the TP. Nova comes in. More right clicks. Mountain King survives with 20.
Oh, he panicked a little bit. He double-clicked TP. Is he stuck in the main?
Oh, apparently he is.
He's stuck in the main. Ooh, both TPs gone. That is scary for both these heroes.
They're playing it to the limit. From like first game of the series, first encounter really, and what to do now? There's a Shredder. He's gonna get him out. It does take some time, a little bit of time for Happy to creep up for the so important level 3. But what about this expansion? TH, super smart. At this stage of the game, the Undead would love to pressure the expansion, keep the towers low, get some workers. Not happening, because TH brings the fight to the Undead and keeps his economy real.
The hardest thing about playing MK, though, it always feels like to me, is finding the transition from the early game into the late game. With a couple of footies and Stormbolts around, you are a threat and you can get quite a bit of stuff done. But once there's like 4, maybe 5 Fiends with double statue, with all this ranged army from the Fiends, dealing with that with only melee units, really hard to do. So this pressure coming towards the expansion is going to be tough to deal with. And remember, TP is gone. Yeah. TH can't get over there too quickly.
He's very low on lumber. He needs one more round of shredders. I think he has it now. Yeah. But this is where Happy wants to be, but it's a lot of
TH, isn't he exposing his expansion a ton here?
He is, but if he can do damage to Happy's main, it's still a good trade. Tower down, at least number 1.
So this will be delaying the tech certainly for Happy. If he started the tech, he will have to cancel. Militia coming in from the main.
Happy has no TP.
Yeah, neither player having a TP. A scary situation for both these guys. So what's looking like in the main? No tech here.
Looks very confident for TH. He knows exactly that the trade is going well, and with that Zapper he can blow off some Ziggurats. Slow right clicks, but it's not fast enough. He needs repair. Happy needs a fast repair with all the Acolytes he can, but the Stormbolt secures it, and that's the kill for TH. The Zapper works. He's moving all his forces back. There's the Telestaff. This time it works. He's not willing to invest another Nova, and TH double income.
When Acolyte died there, the Acolyte can't be remade right now because Happy is supply stuck. So this is going to cost him quite a bit of gold here over time.
This is so smart.
Expansion survived.
So smart by the Chinese. He's not going head-to-head into a micro battle with the Russian. And that's the wisest choice you can do in all of Warcraft, because Happy will always out-micro you.
Double towers now coming up, though. Can they deal with the footies? They must certainly be defend at this point.
Yeah, they researched it in the barracks.
Tower's getting pressured quite a bit. This is 5 Fiends plus a Lich. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, and doesn't look like it's enough towers to deal with that. Militia trying their best. Shredder even coming in.
Is he just straight going for the tier 3? It looks like it. He remakes some Acolytes down to 50% kind of. But this doesn't seem to be too efficient. Yes, Happy moves back.
And moves back with a whole army. Couldn't he have split off some forces perhaps?
Maybe Lich and a Fiend to get some kills. But yeah. More income for TH. About to be 800 gold. Blocking or breaking upkeep now. Nova into the Footman. That's 2 more kills.
That's a ton of time for TH. He must be almost tier 2 by now.
Yeah.
And probably wants to go tier 3. Still trying to get value out of these footies. Trying to tie himself over to the late game.
Happy has no orb yet. He is very low on resources. Still supply stuck at 40. Tier 3 right away. Blacksmith coming. This is where the human wants to be. They want to carry it to the very, very, very late game. For the staffs, for the triple hero, for the newly designed orb, for knights, for gyros. And so far, this game plan is working marvelously.
Happy can't really put on the pressure the way he wants to. Normally, it's hard enough. It's super hard to win against Happy, of course, but it's hard enough to just stay alive just against his Fiend pressure. But this Fiend pressure is looking pretty tame so far. Zeppelin coming in, classic human continued harass play.
All the tricks in the books. And Happy teching later to tier 3 than the human is.
Happy seems to be pretty inefficient on the map. Like, think about what he's been doing these last couple of minutes. He was at the expansion, killed some towers, okay, but that was it. Then he had to run all the way back to force the footies away from his main. Then he goes towards the middle, creeps the Kobold camp, and then he goes back to the main again. Happy, surprisingly ineffective here so far.
Happy walled off the base, right? Okay, now the Fiend can enter. I thought for a second it's stuck, but he has to move the Acolyte a little.
Already repairing the main building.
And that's only mining with 3 Acolytes. Really He's expecting this so much. Goes for a Garg. I hope he has web, otherwise the Fiend makes not too much sense here.
Yeah, he does have web. But there's a lot of resources here going into just being able to defend this, and this is just a few footies.
Oh, he has web, okay. But it's still the tech. It's still Stormbolt killing an Acolyte right away. He's trying to evacuate them. Can he even get the Zeppelin? Yes, he's focusing it now with everything. So TH is forced into a TP, but how much damage can he do? He's trying to go for the Haunted Gold Mine.
And that was a successful attack. Cost him, what, 2 footies maybe? The TP and the Zeppelin. It's totally fine.
Yeah. Again, we have to point this out. We always point this out. It's getting a little repetitive, but it's always a shock that we see how much you can accomplish with footmen
Yep.
if you know how, if you know when, if you know what you do.
And it all started with that level 2 MK aggression that Happy was not expecting. Got him a Fiend kill, got him 2 Ghoul kills, and suddenly with that Happy felt quite a bit weaker on the map, couldn't pressure the way he wanted to, and TH playing it super smart, playing it run-by style, retraining now into Clap and Stormbolt.
And we haven't mentioned yet, but we saw it, the double Griffin Aviary. It's going to be mass air for TH, close to level 4 here.
Question is Happy going to counter-expand or not? Normally he's really not a fan of counter-expansion, but that is
like
Acolyte number 6.
It's going to be very hard to defend. There's going to be attacks into the main, maybe even with the Zeppelins again. Then there's going to be more attacks to this newly built expansion. And he has Griffins, so he can always move over the trees, attack the Acolytes, attack the Haunted Gold Mine, retreat a little, and continue this.
Fiends are very good against Griffins, though. Normally, Griffins, if you're equal on economy, aren't really the best units to fight against Undead, unless it goes ultra super crazy late game with like 90 supply, 3/3 upgrades or something.
The Lich is level 3 now, so Nova 2. Big camp for TH. Flute is, of course, phenomenal. More damage on Griffins. That's what you would love to have. Robe of the Magi is additional damage to the Lich and more mana. This Acolyte immediately scouted.
Instantly. So Happy. Is he pushing towards the expansion again? Double Shredder?
Yeah, he bought one before.
Yeah, I guess he got one for the economy and one for the attack into the main.
Yeah, Happy calling for a pause. Something might not be right. He's always very detailed when it comes to his arm rests, but maybe there's also, I don't know, a lag, a bug.
Game 1 so far not working out too well. This MK, on the other hand, working surprisingly well on AZ. This expansion wasn't punished too much. I wonder, when he saw the fast MK, perhaps he should have gone, or the MK first, perhaps he should have gone for a fast backpack. Get the backpack, get the Fiend, bringing in new Rod of Necromancy, because the expansion harass really wasn't that bad. I think it was 1 footy, 1 peasant dying there. Was it really that little? TH played it really, really well so far. This
You know what I
MK first.
How, like, we criticized TH quite heavily for playing so one-dimensional in last edition semifinal. Always the rifle play, never expanding anymore.
Yeah.
Here, TH arrives. He has a very unique game plan that I don't want to say we've never seen this before, but it's been a long time since we've seen this before. And this is how you get Happy. This is what Infi showed in his match at Next, and this is exactly what TH needs to play. We got Cloud now, no attacks from the towers anymore.
Web does come in, and the Cloud will be deactivated. Okay, what was that? 1 Acolyte kill, Happy Force back, and most importantly, time. TH buying more and more time. Finally getting his big army ready, 64 supply, but a lot of supply is still stuck in subpar units. 8 supply is in Shredder. He has a couple of footies still. He has a whole bunch of peasants. Blood Mage third. This Tri-Hero combo is extremely strong, and the nuke is terrifying.
It's the strongest nuke in the entire game. Banish, Stormbolt, Holy Light, and Griffin attacks. That's really scary. How can Happy keep his heroes and units alive? Especially Fiends. They're just gone. They're just gone.
TH again looking for the run-by, as it seems. Ray wants to creep up a little bit as well. Close to level 5 MK, that feels good.
If you're so close, you have to go for it.
Scout again. So, TH is he gonna try to cancel it again? Or is he gonna bank up to like 80 and then come in with a big hammer fall?
He's bringing 2 Shredders. It's not a hammer, but it's still a lot of normal damage, which is great against the Fiends. Happy's breaking upkick. Sees the attack coming, but it's not ready for a direct fight yet. A 20 supply difference. But you said it. Oh. A 20 supply difference. The 2 Shredders soak up a lot. The Footmen soak up a lot.
No third hero yet either for Happy.
Yeah.
Normally you always need to play with third hero.
Need a Dark Ranger at some point. Okay, we have 2 destroyers in the air. Can't be attacked really. The Clap slows everything down. The Shredders are attacked immediately. First one down. Blood Mage arrives. Here we have, Siphon first. Not even going for the aggressive banish, but rather for the long run.
The destroyers can't be attacked at all, actually.
Yeah.
They are invulnerable,
Yeah.
pretty much.
This knight falls quite fast. But TH is getting some kills as well. Dragonhawk out of that fight. Here we see the heavy damage. But Happy is microing nicely against it with that web. What a coil. Long range against that Thunderclap. Hold light on the Griffin. The Lich might be a little exposed there. Levels up to 4. More right-click damage. Happy's Griffins, they are seemingly not working out, man. He's dropping in supply. He lost 20 supply. Happy is buying time for the expansion. Another Griffin falling. The Russian is defending this push in an insane way.
Level 5 on the DK, not much mana left though. The Destroyer is still trying to deal with the Shredder down there, I guess. Heroes are left though. Army died, but the strong heroes for the human are still remaining.
The Siphon could make the difference here. Shredder number 2 falls. He brought so many peasants into this fight. Lich down to 50%. There's no mana anymore, but he's counter-focusing this Blood Mage. So this one's out of that fight as well. How much mana is there? No Stormbolt at the moment. So the undead heroes can feel safe unless there's a Siphon. Here we go.
Where's the next Stormbolt? Where is it? Or is it going to be Clap?
Oh,
Clap it is!
Okay, going for the multi-kill. Stormbolt on the Lich now. That was a lot. Can he pass something? Yes, big potion. Needs to use it soon. I guess that exposes the DK a little bit. Clap once more. All this feeding Blood Mage is marvelous, but Happy's Fiend saves are pretty great as well. Both with double income now, right? Happy just holds. This attack...
And even in supply.
Yeah.
Happy's ahead in supply.
This attack came a little too early, maybe.
The mass air, always a dangerous proposition to go for against Fiends. Was that perhaps the wrong call? Should he have perhaps instead just gone for the good old Knights and Gyros?
How strong is Happy mining now? In case we're mining the mines out at minute 23, Happy has a lot more gold in his main. Okay, he's just having 2 Acolytes. The Necropolis was killed, so he can't get the easy saturation.
Is it Dark Ranger time? That's a lot of militia from the main.
Yeah, it must be Dark Ranger time, right? There we go. The silence is just too good. And TH is attacking again. Punching for the 1-0. Happy. He held like a wall, but this time he has less mana. And the Acolyte's dying. Haunted Goldmine, 50%.
Double silence on the Pally and the MK, and the Blood Mage almost dies!
Wow, what a transition! This Invo Potion might save him the game. Really, really strong. Not even the Town Portal. Here comes the Holy Light, but counter-focused by Happy. He knows he can't fight against the Siphon mana in the long run. Massive clap once again. How long can he keep these Fiends alive? They are essential as anti-air.
Silence there, hitting only the MK. He can't Stormbolt right now or Clap, but once again, the air units are dying quickly. Siphon, can he win the mana war? DK, low mana, but still with the mana pot, holding on to that as long as he can. Lich getting focused, Blood Mage now as well. Blood Mage in trouble, but he saves himself back there into the last little corner.
TH getting the statue, no mana regen at the moment. The right clicks have to be enough and great control, but that's not a problem for Happy at all. The next Griffin, this is so much supply, this is so much gold, and the trade seems to be going to the Russian once again, and they have a coil, and we have no Blood Mage anymore. This is the end for Siphon. Can TH still break this Haunted Goldmine?
He has
no,
to, but he
TP
can't.
out!
Happy holds with way inferior supply. TH had been mining for minutes, got to tier 3, all of his tech, but Happy holds on just with his Fiends and his insane control.
How is this man doing this? This is not from planet Earth.
And that was kind of the time where TH had to win.
I think so too.
His time is running out.
These mass destroyers in the first fight, there was just no answer.
Yeah. Like, actually nothing could attack him. Griffins? No. Knights? No. Footies? No. Maybe, okay, the orb, but...
Yeah, the Dragonhawks, but, you know, they disappeared rather quickly. That's something else to do.
Something also that Happy is showing here continuously. These Fiend splits against the Clap are marvelous.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same display of skill as the last Grand Final with his control against the Dryads of Moon, where Moon tried everything in his power, but it wasn't just enough. And we have, by the way, 5/5/2 heroes. TH used so much militia. This Black Arrow could result in, like, what, 10 raised skeletons? And Nova 3, Coil 3. The Nuke, the Paladin has never arrived on level 3. The Blood Mage has never arrived on level 3. Holy Light is not that great yet. Siphon Mana is great, but not super strong yet.
Yeah, TH needs the double level 3s for Pally, especially for Pally.
Yeah, has to go for a red spot though, right?
Red camps are available.
Transitioning now.
The Destroyer's always scouting him. He can't go for the red camp. He's going to get creep jacked 100%.
Happy is close. He knows that this is the only option.
There's a new building coming up at Happy's expansion, by the way. That might be the Temple of the Damned for the Banshees, which is going to be an insanely strong addition.
Yes. We got a workshop for TH. This opens up the chance for distraction tanks. Never count that option out. I guess it's just for gyrocopters at first to have something against the destroyers with flag cannon, obviously. But the power of one tank in the hands of TH is always a threat.
Pretty low amount of invols, by the way. Blood
Sides.
Mage, only a single one. Happy, 0.
Yes.
That could be an opening, perhaps.
You have a heal scroll and a mana potion. No death pact. He's kind of closest to 6 and will not go for his ultimate. We kind of kept on doubting Happy. But again, he shows why we shouldn't do that ever. There's no real answer to the gyros except Fiends once again, but can you web everything? Low supply units, there's gonna be a lot of them, and you need to web Griffins and gyros to be able to attack them.
Happy's playing it smart. He's not concerned with creeping. All he has to do, probably, is keep this Paladin and Blood Mage from leveling up, and that's gonna be looking good for him.
Yeah.
And I think that was a Temple of the Damned.
We haven't seen a single Banshee yet. More statues. TH was really quick by killing them so far. But the Chinese doesn't find a point of attack anymore. He's trying. We saw he was at the right side of the map, trying to go for the red spot. Didn't work. Happy was there. Then he was trying to poke at the expansion. Didn't work. And now he was going for the main. And now Happy is at his throat.
Takes out one knight right there, really quick. No Holy Light. Perhaps it was silence. Is there no staff? There's no staff.
Yeah.
TH, he was so rich for such a long time, but suddenly he finds himself just way too broke.
Again, a million militia. 3 of them dead. Skeleton raised.
And mains have expired. This first map already going beyond the 23 minutes.
This is a ridiculous game.
Happy with the hero lead.
Happy with the supply lead.
Yeah.
Happy with the economy lead if you look at the gold mines. How much is left?
Upgrades, I think, are still in favor of TH, but that's the only advantage he really has.
So, is there a need for Happy to be here? I don't think so. I mean, TH at the moment only at 65 supply. Maybe he wants to get some pickups here and there to keep it that way. Try to level up, but he's going for the shop now. I think he has a race for an info potion. Happy zones pretty good. Okay, not going for it. There's no temple, just a shop.
Oh, okay. That is a lifeline, I think, for TH. If there was Curse and Anti-Magic involved, this would probably be an unwinnable game. But it's not looking good for TH, but this is TH, guys. Never forget. Never count him out.
No. His surviving skills are insane. We have one invul again on TH. Nothing on Happy. He is calling most likely all the militia that are left. Griffins trying to poke at the acolytes, but there's backup.
Moving forward, looking for the webs. One Nova to slow things down. Level 3 Nova, very strong. In we go. Flag cannons coming in. First Fiend almost dies there right away, but does get coiled just barely in time. Happy kiting backward. Big heal scroll to save these destroyers here, but they're still very hurt indeed. Long range hammers flying from the Griffins and from the MK, and the destroyers are getting taken out. Absolutely.
Oh, this looks good for TH now. Storming forward, takes out another Fiend. Lack of web, maybe. Only 4 remaining, and the destroyers. TH found a brilliant solution against the destroyers. He just got the right amount of time to build a critical mass, and now Happy. What's your answer?
Kiting back towards the main, towards Blight. Has a bit of slow here as well. Statue taken out, no more regen right there. Destroyer's still alive, but now flying into the towers. Next heal store coming in from Happy, trying to keep everything alive. DK, super low mana now, everything taking heaps of damage. Siphon, really strong here as well, but the Paladin has to be careful. Invul transfer, and he survives.
So
Lich in trouble as well.
In real trouble, but there was another coil. How long can he keep the second hero alive? That's the damage. TH is TPing out, dropping to below 50. Another gyro gone, and how is Happy having 4 destroyers in the air?
I thought they were all about to die.
Yeah, they were. But apparently they weren't.
Perfect kiting, double heal scroll, just barely enough.
The heal scroll, man. How rarely do we see an effective way of using them for the undead. It's a lot of single target. But here, against the gyros, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Close to level 6 DK.
Yeah. Dark Ranger close to 3 as well. For a double silence possibility. With level 2 silence, that could always be impactful.
Happy has a huge lead. And the bigger gold mine. TH is in deep trouble. The invo potion is gone. Divine Shield is on the Paladin. Okay. Still no staff. And a hurt Paladin. Can he snipe him? He doesn't want to. Takes out one workshop. Seems smart. To just slow down the production of gyros.
TH always forced to go into more gyros. And perhaps they win the air battle against destroyers. But that they didn't even do the last time.
Yeah.
But once that's accomplished, what else do they do? Nothing. Whereas the destroyers, they're still decent against knights.
TH also, no, still no staff, no TP. We have a potion on the Lich left, and this workshop is gone. And now, I don't know, time to kill the farms doesn't seem to do too much. TH, can he once again rise to the critical mass?
Attacking into the expansion, that seems dangerous. Perhaps that's what TH is waiting for. A bit of damage here onto these heroes, but it's also the level up for the DK.
Yeah, he just won at level 6.
Aura.
Aura 3?
Ooh, that seems risky.
I thought he's going for Death Pact to just get that extra bit of safety. But no, just more movement speed, more regen. He's insanely fast now with everything. Maybe that just helps his kiting game.
Yeah.
To a degree where he feels so confident that he can always take out the air units with web.
And he gets the invul, that's very important. Because this DK without Death Pact could be in trouble. Like, if he's a little bit low HP and in a bad position, Banish, Stormbolt, Clap, Holy Light, Griffins, could easily die.
So many destroyers. 67 supply. The first web, the first Nova. Happy opens the fight, but TH is not willing to go for it. These second gold mines in Amazonia, they last forever. One of the biggest in the entire game.
We're going all damage, spreading the destroyers a little bit as well against these gyros. Are these gyro numbers high enough? It doesn't really look like that is the case. Gyros getting taken out here, one by one. Fiend's dancing.
Fiend micro is off the charts. He can't reach with the Mountain King. He can't clap them anymore. And Happy takes out every single gyro. And this special MK first play did not work at all. Unbelievable how he adapted.
Great show of strength right there by the Russian, by our defending world champion, TH. He seemed to be in a great position that game. These footmen run-bys buying so much time for himself, for more economy, for more tech. But why did he risk it all on going Griffins?
I don't know. How, like, what was the big mistake? Like, pushing a little too early before 80? Not having the answer to destroyers, not thinking about the answers, destroyers?
I think Griffins
underestimating them?
Is absolutely not the best units you can go for. Knights gyros have been pretty popular again lately. Even tier 3 rifles, which he could have had the time for, in my opinion, are better. Griffins, of course, good damage, but the problem is they have light armor. That means they take 200% or 100% extra damage, so 200% damage from piercing. Fiends have piercing damage, so Fiends are extremely effective against Griffins. And obviously, Happy was in Fiends already. He was in pure Fiends with a couple of statues and destroyers. So why go Griffins, TH? I'm sure he had a good reason, and he is a brilliant mind, but that did not seem like the right call.
He has always been the player to do something different. When he started to rise to the top in Warcraft 3, it was his Blood Mage who was the best friend. And no one really understood it, but he made it work. Then it was the Mass Footman. And now maybe... like, we've seen a lot more Dragonhawks from him as well. Maybe he just loves to play air nowadays. And in general, I think it was a nice idea to just try to go in with the Griffins over and over. To kill the Haunted Goldmine, or to just kill the Acolytes and deny the Haunted Goldmine. But Happy was so much better in that fight than anyone expected.
Maybe TH played this before, practiced this before, and maybe every other undead just dies to the claps.
Yeah.
Loses all the fiends to the claps.
Yeah.
But Happy just split them too well.
That's, crazy StarCraft skills right there. Especially easy to see in the last fight, where the Fiends were running circles around this Mountain King.
And
No chance.
And the level 3 aura looked really good right there.
Yeah. So, map number 2. Shanghai, WGL, Happy versus TH. Always a fest for Warcraft fans. So, TH in the upper left, Happy in the upper right. Can the Chinese strike back?
MK first didn't lead to a victory, but honestly, MK early game worked out surprisingly well considering the map. This map right here, Echo, the best map in the pool left for humans and really good for MK. Goes AM instead though.
Did he just lose his belief in the MK first?
Yeah, maybe he just wants to play it differently. With the MK on tier 2, holding off against Fiends is basically impossible. You kind of have to go for these run-by plays as he did. So maybe now he's going to play it more defensively, emphasize mercenaries perhaps, and try to just hold off, defend at the expansion, if that is what he's playing. At the last WGL they played, we also saw one expansion play by TH, where he got the lead, by the way, which was on Echo Isles, the 1-0. But for the most part, it was one base tier 3 rush without expansions. Hawk, for example, still plays this style to this day. But very few humans do anymore. It is mostly, again, about fast expos.
The next minute, I guess, will tell us more. Happy, are you aggressive once again? Not creeping at all, just harassing right away. Movement on the map definitely suggests that, but TH sees it. Is he fast enough? He's definitely fast enough for the Ogre. But then what? There are corpses. There's of course a lot of necromancy, but TH is bringing the fire to the DK.
Oh, that's a cute little move. Trying to trigger an ensnare here on the footy. So classic Happy opening, instant aggression, 0 creeping, and a fast tech to tier 2. Behind that, TH is pretty much ready for this. It's important in a situation like that for the Hume to keep pressure on the DK. AM should always be firing away at the Death Knight if he's in range, and some footies being sent off onto the DK. Also not too bad of an idea. Oh, nice block. Very nice block. Secures the last hit. Happy gets a bit of experience from the Water Elemental, but with that last hit secured, that will be level 2 for the AM, and that's important to get this aura going.
Okay, more Water Elementals now, but Happy investing 2 coils into 2 Water Elementals. That's quite some experience. 84 combined now.
If he gets the Ogre Magi, plus 1 footy or 2 peasants, that should be his level up.
Again, the Ensnare trick from the Murlocs this time. Ooh, double Ensnare. Of course, they had 2 Nightcrawlers. 2 Huntsmen.
Not too much follow-up damage though. Will slow down the footies a little bit. A little bit of chip coming in from the skeletons as well. But still okay. Peasants coming in now from the main. I think it was only 5, right? So let's say 2, 3 die here. This is going to be delaying the expansion by quite a while.
And the DK is still decently healthy. Like on Amazonia, it was way worse.
The creeps are a little bit weird here, standing out in the open like that.
Continuously attacking this DK. Now he's down to 50%. Nice. Long range coil. Didn't work.
Yeah, well done by TH. He was baiting that one. Played around it really well.
Okay, here's Fiend number 1, here's kill number 1. Only 4 Militia.
Oh my god, did he get it? No. Right?
I don't think so. Ogre.
Happy really didn't get much here. Kills off 2 peasants, yes, but no further creeps stolen. DK out of mana, low HP, and the Fiend might even get surrounded.
Oh, definitely threatening this. No aura. Makes it hard to move, but it's okay for now. Skeleton experience goes to TH as well, closing in on 3, but not 3 yet. DK, 1.6. I don't think he did get anything there.
He killed off 3 peasants, though.
Yeah.
And that is a pretty big delay of the expansion. More militia had to be called from the main, but look at TH's lumber. It's actually ridiculously high.
Wow.
That reminds me of that game a long time ago on Turtle Rock back then, where somehow he was able to attack basically right after the expansion was done. He must have been making a lot of peasants here.
Are you becoming the Warcraft's Roddy now? Remembering games all over the place?
That was quite the crazy game. That was one to remember.
Again, Happy trying to get these last hits with the skeletons, but don't work. Level 3. Level 3 against level 1. Of course, Happy will follow. But the early game, once more, goes to TH.
So what's he going to do with the level 3 now? That's the interesting question. Could try to pressure Happy, is creeping. Could try to go for the Merc camp here. And look at this tech speed. Insanely fast.
Good call, mate. Good call. Yeah, this will give him a fast Mountain King and way more control. Lich is out now and against level 3 and 5-6 footman. I don't think he's in a position to threaten this expansion yet.
The defense is also coming in before the Fiends arrive. Macro-wise, this is working out beautifully for TH.
Okay, a little bit more experience or not? I don't think so. Lich arrives. Nova gets the footman as number 1 weapon, trying to block the DK there. Didn't really work. And without the Mountain King here or the Paladin, he doesn't have to be that careful. If he moves correctly, which he always does, the DK is not in problems. And these footman numbers...
Yeah. 3 footies down, 4 footies down. Ideally, you wanted to retain these numbers high at around 7 or 8 and then have the big footman defend wall pushing back the undead, but losing 4 so quickly, suddenly, TH, despite this good game until now, has a lot of issues putting any kind of pressure on.
Yeah, we saw how often TH went into his main and went for the Acolytes. And if you lose some footmen there, it's no problem at all. But here, you need them for creeping for the Mountain King as well. And you can't really push the base anymore. That enables a fairly easy tier 3 for Happy. And then it could be time for a Destroyer Bust again.
But with the AM with the boots, he's controlling this AM really, really well. He's always threatening damage on the DK, keeps the aura far away. These boots, yeah, being pointed out by Remo. Saving this late early game here.
But no kills. There's still 2 coils. He won't lose a Fiend.
Here comes the statue. That's a big game changer. AM has to be afraid of Coil Nova, by the way. Lich might even have the mana already.
Use 2 for the footman. Losing this TP early again.
Yep, there it is. He's got the Nova.
This Observer is really good.
Yep. Remo and Xiaotian always doing a great job here. Tier 3. Look at this tech speed. Absurdly fast. It's basically the same tech speed as the Undead.
I think I've not seen it this year to see a human tech this fast.
Yeah.
This is again something new.
What is the secret? Just mass spam peasants. Never stop making peasants, I guess. Until you have the expansion coming up.
I mean, with a Shredder, that would be kind of understandable. But here, there's no Shredder. But Happy gets level 3. And the big consumable in the middle. TH not threatening this. Without a Mountain King, you can't do that. Big invul, always nice. Level 2 for the Lich as well. Frost armor or not?
And what's TH going to play? Is he going to try again with the Griffins? I don't expect him to. No. I imagine it's going to be Knight's Gyros.
Yeah, must be a more efficient way now. He learned from this. Pretty sure.
Opening up the Merc camp, always helpful. It's a little bit late now to see a big impact from Berserkers or Mud Golems, but always nice to have in case you have to go for some emergency reinforcements. Happy, checks out the main, sees very few towers only.
2 towers indeed, and the Fiends can reach. The SimCity is not perfect.
The Destroyer upgrade must be coming in.
Yeah.
This could absolutely be a bust right here.
And this is once again what separates Happy from the good undeads in the world. Not relentlessly pushing the expansion, but taking a look into the main. How well fortified is it?
A player's forces are under attack.
And if he sees a hole, he goes through.
Aiming for the Lich, but he's got the big invul. That's not going to happen. Even counter surrounds him here. Doesn't need to use the invul.
Goes for the Archmage. He wants to end this most likely. If there's no Archmage, the Mountain King can't really do too much. Again, Coil must be on the Lich, the control of the statue. Both heroes out of that fight. Gets the kill now, okay, but the damage is on the footman that is quickly disappearing.
Yeah, that kill on the statue was important though. If that one survives, it could be 2 destroyers in the air, tower falling, main base breached. So this was a big deal. Big one for TH to get. Breakers are coming. Trying to tide him over to tier 3. Breakers and gyros.
That's so rare to see from the likes of TH and Infi. They usually always tech directly into Knights and skip the Sanctum and skip the Breakers to have the resources for the late game army. Not here though. But I think Happy's push should be over soon with the statue being at 50%. He's trying to get as many kills as possible, which he should. Oh, Destroyer now. Longs this a little.
Oh!
Going over out of nowhere!
That was close. But it's away from the main.
Yeah.
Main now completely exposed.
Yeah.
Happy could dive way into the back if he wants to.
There's no oh, there's a shop there. Okay.
No Paladin though. TH has to rely on potions now. And what? Does he go up there without a TP? What if he gets Coil Nova focused again?
Yeah, there should be. There's no statue. Maybe that was the last one. There's definitely Nova, and knowing Happy, there should be Coil. That is
slaughter.
a massacre in TH's main base.
Gyro's coming in, but
Web.
there is Web now.
Oh, the statue block is very important.
Yeah.
Takes it out immediately. But
Good catch by TH. He needed to get that.
good morph to keep that Destroyer alive. Another Nova, more kills. He got an entire level in this fight. Sacrifices a Fiend for it though, but damage is done. And even if he TP's out now, it was kind of worth it.
Destroyer starting to fall. One of
Yeah.
them about to go down.
Fiend
More
as well.
Fiends under pressure. Good normal damage here from the footies that are still remaining. And these breakers. Happy is taking a few losses over here.
Trying to kite back, but there's a limit, and that's the TP out. One breaker maybe. Good Stormbolt, but no follow-up. The Destroyers are still here. They could
Oh, we
get
could corner
two.
them. Does TH realize? He could find these. Oh, this will be big kills.
With 10 supply.
I don't think he realized they were left behind.
Oh, it's
now he does.
nighttime. I don't know. It's nighttime. He didn't see it. Did he?
That was
Whoa,
scary.
Happy playing with fire. This could have been 20% of his army right there gone.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, that's number one. Happy is here, but the coil is too late.
And that's a really big deal. Happy, for once a mistake,
Yeah.
not having the destroyers in the TP range. TH smartly walling off the main again, very important.
That buys a lot of time. That buys.
Oh, the ghouls though, how smart are the ghouls?
They can
There's no
pass
TP,
by.
no towers anymore to defend.
Also no TP, only a potion.
These ghouls are brilliant. Now there's pressure on the economy without the army having to dive in there. Since Happy doesn't have a TP anymore, this could have been really dangerous.
TH is soon to be supply stuck. He's at 60. The next four farm falls. That's 54. Has to use militia again. Oh, this farm. I guess it's worth it. Like you can just power build, but
TH trying to push the undead forces away. MK is tanking a lot of the damage here. Level 1 Holy Eye is helping him out, but not helping him out too much. Again, aiming for the Lich. Invul, transferred.
oh, but
And
there's no
used.
TP, right? No, there's no TP. That could have been the game right here. Mountain King under pressure, but it looks good because the Paladin is here now as well. Happy, are you giving this game away? Gyro's far away. The Mountain King survives.
MK in deep trouble there.
But Happy, again, pushing TH back. He's waiting for reinforcements.
Question is, does TH still have mining from the main, or did the ghouls kill it? The ghouls were taken out.
Yeah. And there should be a Nova soon. Dark Ranger comes in.
Again, the super late game Dark Ranger edition at around 50.
It's really late, but it's okay.
Oh, he
It's
goes
not enough nuke.
Dark Arrow instead of Silence. Good against the peasants, but a little worse against MK and Pally.
Maybe he wants to kill the peasants, get some skeletons to have something against the breakers? Well, he needs to speed this up now because TH is going for it.
First Fiend getting taken out pretty quickly, but that did cost a Stormbolt again. MK way in the back. Has to be careful. Heal Potion saves him.
More
Smartly
for
anticipating this
Oh, the-
and gets the level up.
Exactly. Dark Ranger in trouble now. I guess there's no coil for her. There is, but a little too late. And now no offensive potential for that coil. He's still chasing. Mountain King runs back at it again and is dead. But if he gets the DK, that's absolutely
He's
worth
surrounded.
it. Then that's definitely game. And it looks like game. The Archmage is healthy and the DK is dead.
But the Lich is still here with Frost Armor available. Happy, though, has now himself in quite a bit of trouble. These breakers, of course, can't be Nova. The Lich in trouble. No coil to save him anymore. No statue heal either. TH is getting bad into this game and gets the 1-1.
That was very close, though. Pretty much going down to either the Destroyer kills or Happy overstaying his welcome a little in the base.
Yeah, those two Destroyer kills are actually making a massive difference. And Dark Ranger not going into Silence. That was perhaps a
Questionable.
mistake as well.
Questionable, yep. Okay. TH with the super fast tech. Successful. Second curveball he throws. How many does he have left?
but still a little bit scary. That early game, all things considered, went really well. Fast level 3 AM, super fast tech, but then he loses 4 footies in the middle, and suddenly everything is spiraling out of control. And Happy almost got the win there. That was a photo finish victory there. That was just inches from slipping out of his hand and being lost.
But absolutely the map for TH to take. The series is tied up now. Another 3-0. Northern Isles is Happy's map, and that's where we're going to with Terranos and Twisted out. Was that the strongest human map?
Yeah, absolutely. Easy expansion, easy level 3, even easy mercs if you want them. And that build looked a lot better. Going tier 3 for the Knights for the triple hero. And the breakers to tide him over. Just these 2-3 breakers that he had in the first base defense made a big difference.
Especially with so many footmen lost. I guess if he's not losing too many footmen, then he doesn't have to go for breakers. But having, again, the right mind that this is necessary now, investing into the Sanctum, and going for these 2 tanks, like tanky unit tanks, not tanks, made a big difference. So, TH, what can you do now? Do we have a third super smart game plan to execute? Or is it time for Happy now? We've only seen a lot of Destroyers Fiend statues. No Banshees yet. Always the same build, pretty much.
Yep. I guess in map 2, there wasn't really enough time or economy to easily transition. Map 1 there certainly was, but Happy... His favorite units are the Destroyers. He say that multiple times. They are not as good as they used to be, but still potent. If he doesn't lose those 2 Destroyers, does that win him the game? Perhaps it does.
Northern Isles, it's super easy to expand as well. Could be a chance for TH if the harass doesn't go perfectly to counter expand. But what is it? Archmage, Mountain King, Archmage. Okay, standard. Back to standard.
Yeah, this map, it's a pretty hard expansion. No mercenaries, no super easy level 3, so don't like MK there that much. That of course being said, all that is also the case for AZ, and still we saw the MK. But AM just a little bit more reliable. Especially if we think back to when the 4 footies were killed, and the AM with the boots really held the ship together. If that's an MK with boots, that's not looking the same. That's not happening the same way.
This little bit of extra damage over time made the difference. So, if TH plays the super fast tech once again, what kind of opening is there for Happy to punish it?
Not really a good one. Like, I'm not even sure how TH managed to get this super fast tech. It must have to do with the peasants. Might make you think that the footy numbers should be low, but they weren't really low either. By the time the expansion was coming up, he had like 4, maybe 5 footmen. So it just seems like perfect macro here by TH was able to get him that early tech. Echo Isles, I guess, is... Did you steal it? No. No. Actually, I did not get the last hit.
No.
I thought for a second.
I haven't seen it too much in this tournament yet, and the Acolyte is of course gonna die. Claws of attack for Happy. Good start. Same goes for the Archmage.
And the expansion creep is coming in, and Happy isn't really in position for this. That is the downside of going for the full green camp first. When you then run across to harass the expanding human player, you're gonna be a little bit late. So, let's see how many last hits Happy can steal here. 3
coils available. Skeletons are coming as well, and the DK arrives pretty much in time, I'd say. But what to go for? How well can TH play around a pump fake, but it gets the Magi. That's level 2 right here. He failed to achieve that earlier, but not for the third one. So 1 out of 3, and a peasant.
But all things considered, this is totally fine for TH. Yeah, he lost 1 last hit. Yeah, he lost 1 peasant, but that's okay. Biggest issue here is he's far away from level 3. That is where losing the last hit hurts. Happy ideally would like to keep up the pressure here. Don't let the AM creep. And if Happy can just hang around and not let the AM creep until Lich and statues are here, this is going to be tough for TH then to hold on with only level 1 elementals.
Yeah, on this map he can pretty much creep up the storm, but he's sacrificing a lot of HP already.
Love the AM usage.
Again, we have this AM being so powerful.
Absolutely crucial. Always pressure on the DK. That's the most important thing.
Skeletons everywhere. TH is forced to multitask a lot, but still has the brilliant mind to find the right clicks on this DK. And this harass didn't work at all. Not a single footman killed. And now the numbers are rising. 30 supply only. It's a little stuck at the moment, but once the expansion is up, they can continue production.
Lich is going to be coming out here, and statues also soon, and then everything swings around. TH, going for a greedy camp at the marketplace. To get that level 3.
Again, the marketplace. This camp has decided a lot of games at WGL Winter. But he backs off. Lumbermill, more peasants, no tag.
This time the lumber is looking completely different.
Yeah.
Happy. Wait a minute. Did he just cancel the Lich?
Player's forces are under attack.
Did he accidentally cancel the Lich? He was down at 25 supply for a second.
Oh, that's kind of scary. 5 supplies, of course, what a hero costs, and nothing really else that is available for now. Did you think about, I don't know, Dark Ranger push or Naga push or something?
Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe it was TH with a 30 out of 30, but I thought I saw Happy with 30 out of 30. I might be wrong. Anyways, Lich is going to be coming soon.
Now.
A player's forces are under attack.
But against 6-7 footmen, without Nova, and we still don't see the big red dot on the map.
Yeah. TH can still hold on well, but when this army is joined by Lich, 2 Fiends, 2 Statues, then it's going to be super tough for these footies to do it anymore.
Still takes a couple of seconds to arrive.
Oh, Footy's getting ready for the run by, or perhaps a bit of a flank.
Yeah. Blocking that entrance, Lich has to go through the right way.
Oh wow, is he actually aiming for the Lich surround? This would be quite brilliant.
A player's forces are under
Oh
attack.
my god, he is. Wow! Okay, splits him off now. First Nova only hits 3 footies. That's not too bad.
But how does that work against Nova? Can you just outrun them?
I think that's pretty good by TH. The first 2 Novas result in only 2 footy kills. Way better than the 4 we had in the previous game.
Slaughter on Echo.
And the positioning on the map is way more aggressive. Protecting towers, for example, coming up at the expansion, which I imagine there must be.
It's definitely closer to AZ than to Echo.
Really good usage here. And here you can see the difference of the grades of TH versus so many other humans, where many other humans would just have everything in one control group, A move in, and get Nova into everything. But TH is playing with every little thing that he can, trying to minimize damage and maximize his economy.
The SimCity is starting as well, with the blacksmith walling off, making it harder for Fiends to reach the workers. More towers coming up as well, so he's playing it safe. The Ring of Regen, by the way, also very helpful. He's always getting attacked by a couple of Fiends, but the Ring is doing a good job. Still not level 3, though.
Now, considering this AM is only level 2, it is amazing how well TH is holding on here in the mid game.
But that should be a very easy level tier 3 transition for Happy. And that has to be the big push then.
Now, tier 3 is already coming. Happy went for the 30 supply tech. That's quite a few towers over at the Expo.
Yeah. Which of course delays TH's tier 3. And the dangerous items, the dangerous triple heroes, the dangerous units. The calm before the storm. The fights between them are always so explosive. There's so much happening. Easy to lose the oversight about it.
Yeah, that's something I think we didn't even point out enough in the second game. The hero control of spell usage and items was actually insanely good by TH. The way he was able to lose as few as he did. So tier 3 is done now for Happy. Orb is coming in. Lich is already creeping up the Warlord camp. TH, what can he do? With still not being level 3, he can't really hold on. I guess run by is the best thing you can hope for.
Book of the Dead can be really good. There's no priest, no dispel. Free damage against peasants or towers. That's really a lot of towers. 1,200 gold for TH. Lumber is an issue.
Happy's going to the main again.
Towers
Players
are
forces
coming.
Oh, it's so close.
He won't be able to cancel this. And what a timing. What a timing from the Chinese to dive into the base. Happy has to react to this sooner than later. There's no staff.
Book of the Dead. He must be using it.
It's not coming yet. Mass repair on the tower. He holds this, right? Book of the Dead now. 2 guard towers.
TP back.
Okay.
TH is going to abandon this game of chicken. Oh, that means the TP is gone, by the way. That could be dangerous for the AM, but he's got the heal pot.
First destroy out. That Nova was huge. TH was about to split, but it didn't really work this time. And the destroyer dominating the fight so far. There's not a single rifleman. There's no gyros on the way. Happy, do you nail this timing?
Towers are coming up, though. Like, the 2 are still standing. That was a good
Yeah.
repair. Only a single one got cancelled. 2 more are coming. Masonry as well.
Trying to chew through this.
Really
Farm
good base
dying.
build. Really good base build as well by TH. Makes it really hard to crack that main.
1,700 gold now.
All destroyers morphed. No regen on the ground. This is also pretty dangerous by Happy, actually.
Yeah, but there's no Mountain King. Oh, there's Mountain King, actually, coming in now. 1 Stormbolt could be the end for pretty much everything here. But they are on equal footing. They are at 50 supply, both of them. Still 0 anti-air. He's taking out the Footman with another Nova. 2 destroyers. Dominating this. But now it's about the heroes for TH. He is down to his heroes, actually.
One Fiend gonna die. That's the level 3!
Oh,
So important.
Okay, but we have double the spell. Paladin. Can he deny the Paladin? He's trying to distract as much as he can, but the Archmage is very squishy. Ring of Protection would help a ton. Now come the gyros. Once again going for the Sanctum.
And it's unclear whether there is web, by the way.
Yeah.
There might not be, actually.
Oh, the statue coming in. Big. Alta at 30%. Mass repair. There's no Nova, is there? Not really.
These peasants dying also hurts. TH's lumber is extremely low already.
But it would hurt way more if he can't get the Paladin.
True. Speaking of third hero, Happy once again only on dual hero so far.
I imagine the amount of skeletons he would have now after killing all these peasants. He gives up the entire mining in the main for the Paladin.
That could be a big Nova. That's all the gold peasants. Grand position now. TH, can he once again find a marvelous way to hold on here? He needs another insane play.
This was so expensive.
A player's forces are
Happy taking a bit of time here to creep in the middle. Gonna be level 4 Lich. That doesn't do much outside of the stats. But also the invul, I guess, is what he really wants from this shop. Ghouls now, again, bring the ghouls from the main once the towers are taken out to continuously put pressure on these peasants. Very smart.
And good against buildings as well. How can TH salvage this situation? This expansion wasn't really worth it just yet due to continuous pushes into the main.
player's
3
forces
destroyers.
are under
Yeah,
attack.
TH is not ready.
There's still no solution. It takes forever to kill the castle. That is so much HP and a lot of armor as well.
TH is creeping, but it's not for the more important MK and Pally level
Yeah.
ups. It's only
Only
level 4 AM is nice to have the mana boost, but what you really need is these strong levels, and you cannot afford to give away free losses like that Knight right there.
How great that he is, of course, threatening a tier 3 that would deny tanks and knights, but he's also getting the reinforcements. TH was trying to sneak out at night, which would be so powerful against fiends. They soak up attacks from the destroyer, so maybe he has the time. Either you attack the gyros and win the air fight, or you attack the knights and win the ground fight. Well, Happy with this insane Michael can do both at the same time, but getting these knights is big. And the castle is falling. 60 supply. No counter expansion. Paladin back. But far away from the necessary levels. Katka's pipe also not lucky at the red spot is
A
TH.
player's forces are under attack.
He needs these 3/3 levels, but I'm not sure that it's enough.
There's quite some towers in this expo. That will help to stall some time.
Happy Re doesn't need to kill the Expo. He's still gonna try it though?
Looks like it. Be aggressive as always. It's also a little bit of experience. Lich level 4. Don't know the masonry upgrade level, but it's looking okay so far.
That's 2 in Masonry, and TH will be forced here to come back. It's not that many fiends. Perhaps the gyros can overwhelm in the air.
But killing these 2 towers at the front enables him to attack the workers. The others are just behind the peasant line. And there we go. We have a little bit of inner fire. How will this air fight go? One destroyer already very hurt. One fiend. Ooh, last second coil, but this is one destroyer dead.
Yeah, and the Fiend's taking good damage here. The Orb of Fire is doing a good job along with everything else. Happy once again splitting his forces. Mana still looking good on both sides. A few hero kills here could result in a level up for the MK, or Fiend kills, excuse me, not hero kills.
Holy Light was good. Mountain King was down to 50%, and TH controlling this so well. 4 gyros left. The destroyers playing with their lives as...
Doesn't look like it's enough gyros.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. 4 now. 4 destroyers in the air, and that's GG. Happy match points.
2-1.
It
Just
was
like last time.
a wholehearted fight that started well, but once he takes out all the gyros, and once there's no solution against the destroyers, there's no solution against Happy. What a strong bust on the main. And from that moment on, it was just desperation for TH. One more map for the dream finale. Everyone in the Western scene was hoping for this. Happy versus Lin, Happy versus Lin, Happy versus Lin. This is what we've been reading on the socials.
TH is not out yet, of course. He has 2 more maps to win. Happy with the match point already. TH will have his map choice next, which I imagine might be LR. We're going to learn that here in a moment. Happy pointed towards the headset. Bit of sound issues there,
Maybe.
as it seems. Didn't prevent him from winning that map number 3.
Crazy. This was his map choice, and we saw why he likes that map apparently. That was so strong. But these early games, not really his just yet. And it's the complete opposite of WGL Summer, where he owned every creep spot. He stole his way into level 2. He killed so many peasants. Here, it doesn't happen really that way, but it's still enough.
TH, we have to give credit to TH though. He's playing around this DK harass perfectly.
Yeah.
He lost only 1 last hit on Northern Isles, and he lost like just 1 or 2 pests, I think that it was. It's not really much. Painful thing on Northern Isles is losing that 1 last hit actually hurts you a lot.
Yeah.
Because how long did we see this AM not hitting level 3? For the longest time. Seriously, how he was able to keep Happy busy across the map and his expansion safe, despite having only level 2 AM, was unbelievable. It was amazing. How he mitigated the damage from the first 2 Novas, which are oftentimes the swing of the match, where it goes into Undead's favor until Human finally has tier 3. TH tried his very, very, very best. Gyros, though, seemed a little bit late. We oftentimes saw 5 gyros in queue.
Yeah.
Never seemed to be able to get there.
There was no double workshop, and maybe that's due to the Sanctum as well. His lumber was pretty short the entire game, so I guess he didn't have the resources. Were the breakers then really necessary? You can argue, I guess, but...
And lumber, I guess, was one of the biggest differences here from map 2 to map 3.
Yes.
Map 2, insanely high amounts of lumber, super fast tech. Equile's advantage. Trees are actually a little bit closer to your main, which helps a little bit, I guess, and more importantly, you can creep the natural super easy with only 5 peasants. That's no problem at all. Northern Isles, he brought more. It was 6 or 7, I'm not quite sure. But the tech still felt a little bit late. Perhaps there was a few macro slip-ups in there where he didn't make enough peasants, but yeah, tech just quite simply didn't seem to be in time. MK was rather underwhelming. Paladin didn't do much. And yeah, Knight and Gyro numbers never got there. Knights and Gyros are really good when you get to the late game with upgrades and big numbers, but Happy always trying to strike before they come to full fruition.
It's really funny how lumber was kind of a meme in the German community in like 2007. Lumber decides games, yada yada. And now we're sitting here in Shanghai. The 2 players are in a stadium, and we're talking here about the importance of lumber in Warcraft 3 in 2019. It's changing. This game is changing on so many levels constantly. It's joy.
Yeah, it's a real-time strategy game. I mean, it's Warcraft 3, so it's mostly about micro, especially for certain races, but it's also about resources. It's about how you spend your time effectively on the map. It's about how you buy yourself time in a greedy scenario, like I guess TH did. It wasn't quite enough. Map 4, but map 5 now is TH's choice. That will be Last Refuge indeed. What's What's the strat gonna be?
Yeah.
We haven't seen him at all try with his old style of half a year ago with the tier 3 rifles.
Yeah, that's true. Is Last Refuge a good map for that?
Yes and no. You want to get level 3 AM early with that strat, and for that, Last Refuge is really bad, but it's very good for MK creeping. And really good for rifle creeping, actually, because there's a lot of heavy armor on the map.
The MK looked so good on map 1 for the majority of the game. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him again. We've seen 2 Archmages now. Happy must be aware that the MK is doable.
Yeah. In the best of 5 against Sock, he played MK first. Twice, in fact. Are we going to see it a second time here now as well? We go in. Map 4. Happy with match point. 1 map away from the grand final. A second time.
Indeed. At his second appearance at a Gold League, he could make it to the second grand final. And this would be 1.5 years of Gold League finals without Chinese participation. This is so surreal. This country has dominated the GCS and WGL 6 times, 3 years in a row. No one could claim the title except the Chinese, except 120, except Infi, except Fly and TH. But Moon broke the curse, and since then they struggle. One Chinese already out with Romantic, could get a human mirror in the game for 3rd, and the dream finale of Lin vs Happy. It seems like it's destined to be that way for now, and it is the Mountain King opening.
All right. Goes back to MK. This is a pretty good MK map, as mentioned earlier. Pretty easy creeps, fairly easy to move along camp to level 3. Ideally, you would like to have Merc camp access. That's a gamble. Creeping the Merc here is really tough. If an Acolyte is there, if Happy is in position to harass, this can be super scary. And of course, we know Happy loves being aggressive on level 1. He's looking for any excuse to be in your face right away.
Yeah. This was the Mountain King map at Next, where he defeated Happy with that MK tactics. So, what can the Acolyte do now to interrupt this pull?
Acolyte is trying to, I think, waiting for the footy to pull out the Rock Golem, and then maybe wants to steal the Shadow Priest. We have seen that from Orcs, from Undeads, quite a bit recently.
This already takes some time. Is TH shifting his creep route already because of this Acolyte?
Might be, yeah, might be.
Then it's definitely a lesser item. Militia has to be used again. And TH arrives. Happy arrives. This is not really good for TH if he still wants to go for that. He can't go for the Merc Cannon.
MK is already pretty hurt, and the coils start flying. There's no priest here to heal him up.
If he defeats TH on tier 1 with skeletons and DK, then this guy has no limit.
Well, it's hard to find Happy's limit, that's for sure. Happy's special against MK late expansions. Like, it's a fast expansion, of course, but he's delaying it as much as he can. Happy's special is Garx on tier 2. But we already saw him going into 1 Fiend, so perhaps not.
Happy so far with a wall of bones. These skeletons will expire soonish, of course, and then there's not too much punch. But he has the next corpse ready with a sheep critter.
And Happy's waiting for the militia call. He wants to pull out the Rock Golem, make things a little bit more difficult.
Is he ready or what?
He's ready to pull in the Murlocs as well.
Oh, wow. This didn't work too well. Creep's always a little unpredictable, and the Murlocs don't help him as well.
I like that TH wait for nighttime, so it's harder to see when the militia are coming in. Really cool advanced plays here from these two. DK though, so far, 0 experience.
First Fiend arrives, the first Troll cannot be stolen. It's all about the Magi. Stormbolt, and that is an easy Magi for TH.
TH gives up 1 last hit, but it was not the big one. It was just a small one. That's okay. Still high footy numbers here. Would love to get a Fiends around, but can't quite get into range.
4th game, 4th expansion.
And I think not even a single peasant died there. If one died, it was 1 at most. Once again, TH, dude, TH's defensive early expo play is just amazing. It's so good.
Yeah, when a Happy doesn't find the targets in the early harass, you know something is very, very, very right.
Under siege.
If you are the defending player,
Yeah.
of course.
Really impressive. But you need more than that to win the game. Early second tower. Is he expecting the Gargs?
Seems like it. He definitely did his homework. He knows a lot of creep routes apparently. Then he knows about the Gargs as well.
Look at the MK movement again. Not creeping for level 3. Being aggressive before so that Happy doesn't expect it.
Has to use the coil. It's a little block. But okay. Even going for the skeleton. To just get this extra 12
Player's
XP.
forces are under attack.
And creeping at the same
Ooh,
time.
it's gonna be a lot of damage on these footies
Yeah.
though.
Does he need a shop with
Yeah, I think
that?
so. I mean, you kind of want an early shot with an MK anyways. Clarities
Yeah.
make all the difference.
Can't really cancel the slaughterhouse, which is coming. Tier 3 is not too far away. Just needs a little bit of gold. Yeah, this is not Gargs though.
There's a lot of damage on these footies. He must have a shot now. Level 2 Stormbolt. Good damage against this DK.
Okay, but for how long is that really
A player's
important?
forces are under attack.
Now staff back. And that regional scroll is going to be great. But it's even more resources. Tech still not started. And lumber is again super low.
Yeah, that's the 2 towers. That's the shop. That's, I guess, kind of the lumber mill. Yeah, this is going to be a fast tech here, certainly. Footman numbers are looking good, though. This is 8 footies, who must have defense soon.
Is this too late for TH? We see Frost Armor first from the Lich.
Oh, wait. He just went down to
A
0
player's
number again.
forces are under attack.
Did he buy a shredder?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit, starting to look a little bit dangerous for the tech. But the creep jack coming in here. If he steals the Ogre Magi, that would be perfect. But the
Not
DK
going
gets it.
Big invul. Is he just aiming for the decay? Yeah, that's definitely what he does. But he has a heal potion in anticipation. Lack of Nova is hurting now. It's the first game where we see Frost Armor first and not Nova. So Footman have an easy life.
Yeah, one Fiend should certainly be a kill. Tries to not use the Stormbolt for that one, not the next one. So there we go, 1 Fiend kill, okay. But that costs at least 2 Footmen, maybe 3.
You can see that in the DK's levels. 2 creep spots, still level 2.5.
And I wonder, wouldn't it have been better, instead of creep jacking there, to creep
A player's
the Merc?
forces are under attack.
Still not teching!
Wow, he goes double rifleman.
Double racked rifles on tier 1, okay. Going super heavy on the defense. Level 2 Lich, that's a big deal.
Yeah, we have the Nova now.
Is he gonna use it just for the single footy?
They're well spread. He is. Closer to level 3. Not enough.
Oh, seeing the merchant here is nice. Another big item. And level 3 for Happy. But it's a lot of time for the infrastructure for TH to come up. No towers were cancelled. MK over towards the shop. Looking for run-bys perhaps again. Finally the tech starts. But
That's one
boy
of
is
the
that
things.
late.
Yeah. So we're gonna see a different unit composition for TH. Instead of Knights, Gyros, or Griffins, we see Riflemen now. What are the ups and downs?
Well, they're ranged units. That's always a benefit. So you don't run into Orb of Corruption, Focus Fire too easily. They don't on paper do too much damage against Fiends, but actually, in my opinion, tier 3 rifles is the best thing you can make against Undead. It is hard to make work though, because especially with a tech as late as this, it's going to take forever for Castle to be unlocked. But if you get the time for triple hero, decent levels, upgrades for the rifles, tier 3, orb, everything, they are extremely, extremely strong.
Alright. So Happy can of course react, go heavier on abominations maybe. You could play Dreadlord, Crypt Lord against it. You can still go Dark Ranger, you can also go Pit Lord against it. Cleave should turn out to be really good.
And
It's gonna be less destroyers though, right?
should be, but it's Happy, so it's probably still gonna throw a couple of them in. But you can skip it. We've seen Happy play quite a bit of Banshees actually against this style. Banshees, Fiends, triple hero, and then kill the Priest in the back, because Priest will have to be added here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's not really enough sustain.
Yeah.
You don't have water elementals to block, stuff like that. But TH's game here so far is looking out pretty well. He lost a couple of footies, yeah, but the expansion came up quickly. His tech is starting to roll in. Happy's giving him some time. The tech is late for TH, yes, but everything else is looking pretty good.
I think, yeah, Happy expects the Zeppelin drop once again.
A player's
Goes for a
force is
guard,
under
goes
attack.
for Ziggurat far in the back. I think this game will pretty much come down to, again, Happy's timing for his big power spike. Whatever that may be.
Happy playing really carefully.
Yeah,
here.
for his style, this is one of the most passive Happy games I've seen in maybe ever.
Yeah. Pretty sure TH is surprised as well. He's like, where are you? What are you doing? Why aren't you attacking my towers? Level 4 MK before the first big fight. That always feels great.
Soul
Soul Mask
Mask and Blood Mage.
also feels great. Hell yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of damage. The banish saves, most likely not that important here in this matchup.
Yeah, I like that TH is going into upkeep right away.
Yeah, immediately.
Get those numbers up, just survive. And yeah, this is going to delay your tech, but it's okay. As long as you're stable on 2 bases, you can still tech tier 3 later and get these big upgrades. Inner Fire, Triple Hero, Orb Staff. These are amazing upgrades.
Dark Ranger. Purpose is to disable the heroes with
Player's
silence
force is under
and
attack.
start a snowball of skeletons. Spreads the experience, but that's okay. Got level 3 on the DK, got level 3 on the Lich. The Blood Mage is a liability, I feel. Very squishy,
Yeah.
no Paladin.
Yeah, needs to be
Coil Nova strong.
extremely careful
Yeah.
with the positioning.
Mana so far looks good. Happy doesn't want an open fight, that's for sure. Oh, well, actually, quite even supply. It's a whole different game now. He can't web anything, so kiting is less effective. Clap was good, Siphon runs well. Nova onto the Footman first to take out the normal damage. This Garg taken out of the air immediately. TH is trying with Clap again. That's what brought him into the semi-final, but so far, Happy has always an answer.
Finally, the Siphon coming in, more mana for the MK. Level 4 for the DK as well. Must be Aura here. The additional mobility helps. But the front line of footies is gone, and now the rivals are getting attacked. He is not with the tier 3 upgrades just yet. Coil misses. One more Fiend dies. But look at the rifle numbers, man. They're quickly dwindling down to only 5 now. More might be falling. Blood Mage in trouble as well.
Wow.
Could be getting surrounded, and he
wow.
does.
This is so insane by Happy. There's no way he can save this one. No staff. Okay, he has the Ankh. Gives up the formation. Aiming for that TP. Is it in time?
Coil Nova.
Barely in time. Okay. To the Expo. There's the shop. Needs some time to heal up. Is Coil Nova ready? Can he snipe this Blood Mage? Oh, doesn't seem like yet. No. Goes for the units instead. More experience. And keep the numbers low.
Trap again coming in, but where are the kills? They're not really any to be had. No.
Constantly draining this Dark Ranger, but this enables... Wait. What?
Blood Mage just dies. He's falling. At least he's going to be back soon, hopefully with level 1 only. But more and more kills going the way of Happy. Now Happy almost with a supply lead.
Blocks
almost
again.
With a surround
He
as
wants
well.
this MK. He
Staff.
wants him dead. There is the staff. Okay, damage. No Coil Nova ready. Gets out. He needs a Paladin drastically. And that means he either has to revive the Blood Mage or prioritize the Blood Mage or queue him behind the Paladin. Is there even tier 3?
No, there's not. This is tier 2 only.
Oh,
TH is
wow.
holding on
Oh,
to
wow.
pure life here.
He's cut up from his shop. He's going priests only now. Happy is stepping into the grand final as it seems. Abomination with Disease Cloud. This build, again, this Mountain King couldn't throw him off at all. This Blood Mage couldn't siphon him at all. And the timing works out flawlessly. Last slither of hope. The ghouls again.
Level 4 now for the Lich. That's really nice actually with the Dark Ranger's minions. Can go for more mana now with the Dark Ritual. Silence coming in, aiming for the MK. He's the solo frontline tank. He has to be careful. If he dies, this game is certainly over. Militia being called. Call to arms from the main. Everything being thrown into this undead frontline.
Happy has a supply lead though. The concave for TH is great. Stunner stepping. Happy's kiting is great. Always forces the rifles to make a step forward. Not a straight up fight. Level 2 for the Blood Mage now. Is he going for Siphon? Not decided yet. Getting rid of some mana, and that's another Fiend falling. This Abomination is falling almost, but everything has disease count, especially in the front line. DK should be siphoned as well, and the Mountain King is safe with the potion. TH survives for now. Or the ghouls, though. They took out quite some workers again.
More workers falling, more skeletons coming in. Could be more mana for the Lich as well. Disease Cloud gonna run here in a moment quite effectively.
He's infecting all the rifles, I guess. Blood Mage again a little far forward. Invests into a potion, but is immediately down to 50% again.
Defensive banishes now on the Lich. Can that change the tide? It looks like still TH doesn't have enough. Blood Mage in trouble again. He's level 2. He's almost dying.
Nova!
Nova kills him off in the banish. Not gonna save him there. MK is close to 5, but he's the only strong force left.
That's it, GG! It's a 3-1 again. Ave Emperor Happy storms into the grand final for the second time in a row, and the Western scene gets its dream finale. The two best Warcraft players in the world are this guy and Lin.
Unbelievable performance. This guy, we were kind of doubting him a little bit after he lost to Sok, but no reason to doubt him. He is still extremely strong. TH had an answer on one map, but not enough to get this best of 5.
Same as in the summer edition. One map for TH, and that's about it. No answer in the end anymore. It felt like TH had some good ideas, but they were only working like to a degree.
And still no Chinese player in the grand final. It happens again.
Yeah, the Chinese disaster continues. 3 editions of the Gold League and no Chinese finalist. It's going to be Korea versus Russia again. This time, though, it's not Moon. It's going to be Lin. And these are the 2 hottest players that the world has to offer.
We haven't seen them play offline in a long, long time. But
half a year again. Was it WGL summer? But that was an entirely different Lin. This is like, it's another human being. This Lin compared to half a year ago. He was a little demotivated. He was a little frustrated with the previous patch. And then only then got motivation again. And now the scariest player of the tournament. This is going to be hype. But let's go back to this match again. TH played so well. He had these perfect early games. And yet, Happy constantly has an answer. How is that possible?
Yeah, and it even felt like Happy could decide to fall back and could even relieve the pressure a little bit and keep on his creep game and still come back with these deadly pushes, with his around 50 to 60 supply pushes, with, of course, perfectly microed fiends at all times, with perfect spell usages, coils and novas and everything. And yeah, it feels like the right build hasn't been found yet.
Yeah.
Sok found it somehow. Yeah. It was looking similar, but those games were also extremely close. Yeah, I thought TH was going to be looking stronger here, and by no means was he looking bad, but Happy also seems to be getting stronger and stronger throughout this tournament.
And I guess, yes, we praise Happy's micro, but his decision-making and his timings are absolutely flawless here in the entire playoffs, at least.
Congratulations, Happy, and it's nice to see you again. So you qualified to final again. Is there anything you want to say to us?
It feels great. Actually, I didn't expect it, but it feels good.
他说：“我觉得非常开心，这次可以再次晋级到决赛。那么 Happy 他之前的采访时有提到过，他不太愿意打兽族选手，但我们知道是在决赛里面等待他的是兽族选手。我们看他打兽族有什么样的心得。As the previous interview you've mentioned before, you don't want to play against all player, but however, Ling is wait for you in the final. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Well, I hope he gets bad item drop.
他说：“我想对令说，我希望你的宝物不要太好，这样打一点差一点的宝物。我第一次发现 Happy 这么可爱，很多人都说 Happy 的操作非常的好。我们来问一下他如何保持这么好的操作。You've had an incredible micro every single game, every single second. How would you keep your high performance?
I don't know, just practice a lot.
他说：“我也不知道，我只是练得特别的多。我觉得，对吧？他是非常的谦虚的一位选手。那么他是我们上一届的冠军，这一届打决赛会有压力吗 ？As the champion of Summer 2019, So do you have pressure this time to play the final again?
I don't think I had pressure before, so no, not at all.
他说我之前比赛的时候也没有什么压力，所以这次我也没有什么压力，真的是太霸气的一个回答了。那我们再次把掌声来送给 Happy。好，那预告一下，我们主舞台之后的比赛会是3、4名的比赛，是由 LP42 来迎战的是 RW TH000，我们一起来期待。